Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. Before I start on this one, y'all need to start responding to the videos. They're already censored. They're already being shadow banned. But if you begin to respond to them, I can possibly break through the algorithm and the things that go on this YouTube platform with the videos. So, yeah, man, I ain't let my car warm up. So, here's the thing. Okay. A lot of times, people, and I would say probably 98% of the time, people are going to take a woman's side. And with women, it's practically 99.9% of the time they're going to take a woman's side. When you're dealing with, in this relationship thing, marriage, possible marriage, stuff start going wrong, the worst thing you can do is go to your beta male pastor, which 9 times out of 10, he's going to be a beta male. Talking loud, talking a lot of stuff. But when it comes to having it in line the way the Bible says, he ain't going to be there. Think about it. And I'm a preacher. But with most of these pastors, can you really say that your life has gotten better, improved, going to these churches? I mean, think about it like this. I know your life will get better going to my church. But think about it like this. Your average mega church, your average church out there, right? Apart from loans, don't count no loans. Don't count no loans that you got. As far as money, everybody talking about they blessed. Apart from loans, what did you receive? Apart from your credentials, what did you receive? And not only that, what true lasting friendships did you have? Did you create? Because let's be honest, you ever left a church before? That's just like work. That's pretty much the last you gonna hear from them. And usually, like, when you hear from people that went to your church or your job, every now and then you might have a friend. But most of them, it's just being nosy. They just being nosy. Or they don't got nobody else. They ain't got nobody else, so they settle for you. But most of them, they don't really have a genuine concern for you. And a lot of these guys and women, you wasting your time talking about anything dealing with your relationship. You just got to deal with it on your own. You yourself, and if you include anybody, the Most High. Because your relatives can be some of the most two-faced people that you'll ever see in life. So they not the answer either. You got to deal with your stuff on your own. Keep your business to yourself and deal with it. And whatever you choose to do, you got to live with it. Just make the right choice. If you know you made the right choice, don't be arguing, going back and forth, trying to convince other people that you made the right choice. Just do what you do and do what you gotta do. Because these people, they think they know everything, but they don't. If you do the research, if you analyze this or analyze that, and you come up with the proper conclusion, that don't mean people gonna agree with you. That's why you gotta keep them out of it. Like, people will argue with you about your purpose, if they like, okay, let's say you know you're going to be an entrepreneur. You know you're going to be successful. But yet you got people in your family, people you call or think is your friends, who are scared to be entrepreneurs or who don't believe in it. They're a jobs person. They believe in hitting the clock, getting your little mortgage, your little this, your little that. You don't stop consulting with these people. That's why there's so many people all over the world miserable and not in their purpose. Because they consulting with people who don't believe in them like that or don't believe in their purpose. Just do it. And when you succeed, protect your assets from these people. Because again, no matter what it is, when it's dealing with relationships, when it's dealing with purpose, we mainly talking about women on this, but I kind of added some stuff that is relevant to what I'm saying. You got to do what you know is best. You only get one life, man. And before you know it, you never know. They're going to have all this marketing beast and you got to do this, you got to do that. Controlling your life, messing your life up with their evil intentions. So while you can do whatever it is you going to do, you should be working towards that. Stop consulting with people who when you have a life of regret from not doing it, they ain't gonna be nowhere around or they ain't gonna have nothing to say then. They had a lot to say when you was telling them about it, trying to convince you not to do it. Well, I think you should do this. But if you on your deathbed, they ain't gonna have nothing to say about what you should have did. That's why you should be working towards those things now. If your relationship sucks and it can't improve, or you try to talk things through and you can't, like, it always turns into an argument. You can't get a word in. Forget that. It's time for plan B and C. And even in some cases, D. It's time to move on and focus on those things that's going to give you life's comforts. Why are you... See, this is where people mess up. A lot of people, they try to cling to people that's not benefiting them, that's not making them go up in life. Because this is my cousin. Oh, I grew up with this guy. Oh, I grew up with this girl. Oh, this, oh, that. Oh, this my relative. But they not. You dealing with them, you not going up. And if you are going up and you try to pull them up and they won't come, don't waste your time. Stop trying to wake up people who sleep. Once you try to wake people up, hey, get up, wake up. And they don't wake up, if disaster is coming, you got to keep going. You got to get up out of there. So a lot of y'all, you spend time with people who won't wake up. And in relationships, this is, you've been arguing with your wife for the last 15, 20 years about nothing. And on top of that, you've been getting disrespected. You've been getting denied sex. And she do it. It's like all right, come on, hurry up. It's not you feeling, well, I ain't gonna go there. And then on top of that, you finding phone numbers. You finding text messages. You finding emails. You got these guys from her job calling your house. Now, with all the women out there, right? Kids or no kids, with all the women out there, right? Do you think you're giving yourself the best option? No. People have to learn to give themselves the best option. You got to be more selfish and cutthroat. Sometimes you want to be selfless. But you got to know when it's time to be selfish. Like, case in point, I'll give you an example. Let's say you got rehired on a job. Everybody was like, oh, they glad you back. Oh, this, all that. You talking to them. You seem like it's something there, like a relationship or something. Then when you decide you want to go to the next step, you ain't hearing from these people. You know why you ain't hearing from them? Because they not happy for you and because they talking about you. Oh, he can't make up his mind. They do these things because their time in your life is either temporary or they're not supposed to be there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about if you, first of all, this online stuff, keep it at bay. Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, keep that stuff at bay. Don't feed into it at all. So when some of you youngsters, when you make a video and nobody don't like it, nobody don't follow it, just understand that these people in this world are narcissistic. And if they can't benefit from you somehow, this is what they do. So either you have a choice to make. You can either keep making these videos because that's what you like to do, or move on to something else. But never feel despair, never feel sadness, never feel down because of these people at all. At all. They talk about social proof. I mean, if it'll get you somewhere, then go for it. But if you don't have social proof, so what? So what? Like, I mean, these people, you have to learn how to do what's best for you and what brings you comfort and joy. And you have to keep those people in your life. With your friends, you can agree to disagree, but sometimes you just gotta come down on people. Like, if they gonna be your friend, you gotta get their mind right if they wrong. If you can't get them right on something, you gotta, once again, you got a choice to make. But you guys, you have to stop valuing women more than you value the Most High God. Valuing women more than you really should value them. I mean, they're promiscuous sometimes. They're nothing against you. I don't believe in mistreating women. So don't try to say I'm violating community guidelines. I'm not. But I also know that when I was 22, my approach was right. Like, you should treat women good. You should hold doors open for them. You should be nice to them. When they start showing their immaturity, because sometimes, let's be honest, people don't mature after a certain age. They get stuck. We have to learn not to respond. Like, if you at work and you don't plan on quitting that job, when you start seeing this from your female bosses, your female coworkers, don't always respond. Either quit that job or just ignore them till you get whatever it is you're looking for. Because, see, we go about things wrong. Like, we don't prioritize. We don't, we give the wrong people too much leeway and too much credit. Sometimes, for some of you, that's your parents. Your parents trying to get you to do things that's just not what you should do. You don't disrespect them. You grown, you go do what you supposed to do. What you feel led to do. It's like my sons. I tell my sons about marriage. But if they don't listen to me and they just go the other way, like I don't know what I'm talking about, and it crashes down, I'm not gonna heckle them, but I'm not gonna just be like, come on, sons, I'll do this, do that. I'm going to tell them like this. I tried to tell you. Now you just got to deal with it. You listen to this person or that person and not me. Now you got to deal with it. Anytime a prophet speaks, whether you think he's a prophet or not, you should at least analyze. I don't care if you're a false prophet. You should analyze what the person says. They tell you they're a prophet. Because here's what the Most High does. The Most High sometimes will speak through a false prophet. If the false prophet is available for many people, he'll begin to speak through that person. I've seen it. True prophets, false prophets. That's why you always got to at least analyze what they tell you. And what I'm telling y'all about marriage and about having kids is be careful. You better set the stage. You better make it in your favor. If you want to marry somebody, you're going to have an ironclad prenup. If she won't sign it, leave her at the altar. Be like, look, if we get divorced, you do not get half. You don't get anything that I already had. You don't get this. You got to tell her what she don't get. That's what a prenup is, basically. You telling them what they don't get. And then put in there like, and if we divorce, this is going to be this, and then the case is closed, never to be reopened. Get her to sign it, so when it happens, she can't contest it. Like, you agreed to this, notary public signed it, that's the end of it. Make her marry you for you, and if she don't want you, just like biblical days, she gets little or nothing. Back in biblical days, the kids stayed with the father. The mother became like a vagabond. Like if she broke away from the marriage, she either got stoned to death, which I don't agree to. You know, and it did change over time. Or she became a vagabond on the outside. But the main point I'm trying to drive home, you got to stop valuing the wrong things and the wrong people. And if you do choose to value them, don't place too high of a value on them or on it. Women. You know how many women in the world? Practically 25 to 1. Jobs. You know how many jobs in the world? Go on Indeed.com and see. Every state. Just type in the city. Type in Dallas, Texas. And I guarantee you over 50,000 jobs will come up. You, one person, with 50,000 jobs in one city. That's not the other cities. Y'all get too clingy. And that's why a lot of people is miserable. They out here driving like maniacs, trying to rush to these jobs, mad because they got to go to these jobs, rushing home because they glad they got away from these jobs. Because they too clingy. They don't know what to hold on to and what to let go. And then a lot of people out here messing other people up with their falsified knowledge. You telling your kids to go to college and get a good job. And your kids may not have the personality that people are looking for. Your kid do better by themselves than in the group, but you telling them, go to college, get a good job. And practically everything, every experiment, everything in college is group. Group this, group that, group this, group that. It's not that your kid is not good in the group. It's just he's better by himself. And if you know you better by yourself, you already know what you need to be doing. You need to be self-employed. People, how can I say this without getting a strike? People, they, for the most part, most people have no connection with the Most High. So what are they going to do? They're going to pull you towards the evils that they believe in, the evils that they accept, the evils that they condone. And once again, you're not going to be benefited. And once again, you're valuing the wrong thing and the wrong people. This is why you got millions of people claiming to be lonely. Me personally, I don't believe in loneliness. I think it's a state of mind that's been pushed on people. Because when you take a dump, who's there? When you sleep and you dreaming, who's there? That's a state of mind. You ain't lonely. You just don't have the confidence and the self-esteem that you should have. Where you can get you a bowl of cereal, or get you a steak, or get you like some beef jerky with cheese on it, which is one of mine. You know, throw it in the microwave, the little flat teriyaki, throw it in the microwave, melt that cheese on there, and watch football, watch this, watch that. Nothing against nobody, but I'll be straight. But you at home, practically shaking, wanting to harm yourself. I thought you was smart. I thought you had confidence. I thought you was a workout warrior. A lot of these dudes, they be bodybuilders in the gym, but be like little scared children when they by themselves. You gotta break out of that. You gotta be stronger than that. You gotta have more confidence and more value in yourself than that. See, depression is nothing more than you allowing the pressures to fit in and be accepted by people to get on the inside of you. You're supposed to accept yourself. You're supposed to know that the Most High is accepting you and accept Him back. And everybody else, whatever they choose is their prerogative. But how are you blowing years off your life because you don't got a man, because you ain't got a woman, because this or that, instead of accepting and valuing yourself? That's what this video is. Valuing yourself and knowing what to value and what not to value when it comes to everything else, everybody else. And some of y'all act like you lost when it comes to this. Don't expect nobody to congratulate you. If they do, and it's genuine, I mean, hopefully you'll know if it's genuine. Hurrah, hurrah, yay. But if they don't congratulate you, still do what you can do. Still do what you got to do. Still do what you want to do. Oh, man, you wasting time with that Uber and all that stuff, man. You could have you a job. You could be doing this. You could be doing that. I could go home at any time and hug my kids, joke around with my kids, use the bathroom, go get me a ham sandwich at any time. See, the freedom is valuable. Freedom is valuable. Y'all giving up y'all freedoms out of hatred. Hatred for Trump. Y'all giving up y'all freedoms for this reason, that reason. There's nothing much more valuable than freedom. Y'all trying to, oh, your sister is married, your brother is married, so now you feel you gotta be married, and that person don't even want you. You're not valuing yourself. You're not valuing yourself. Play some video games. Don't get all stuck on the online, but play some video games. You get tired of that, start doing something else. Like, keep developing hobbies. What I like to do, I don't get a lot of chances to do it, but what I like to do, I like the water. Libras love water. Oceans and stuff like that, because we believe with harmony. I like the water. Go look at the water, listen to the water. Like, even I go to sleep a lot of days, I put on the relaxation music, and the main one I like to use is like an ocean with the moon in the background and just water just crash. Put me right to sleep. Fishing. Self-activities. Make people positively join your world. Y'all trying to cling to the wrong stuff, wrong people. He should have never left that job. But the job, bunch of people mad at me because I'm a conservative, mad at me because I voted for Trump, mad because I really don't care what they think and that bothers them, mad because they don't like that I don't cater to young dudes. I think young dudes need to learn how to be accountable and make the right decisions. Not gonna cater to them. Getting in trouble over this, getting in trouble over that. Oh, he said this about women. Did I say it to you? Oh, he said what? So now, childish grudge, childish grudge, childish grudge, childish grudge. I ain't got time for that. Then it's the thing I hate the most about some of these jobs. It don't happen at every job, but some of them. You ever notice how when you step into some jobs, it be people there just trying to act like you beneath them and like they so important? That's why it's a fetish sometimes when you have a job like that and you quit. Man, it feels so good. They try to act like you beneath them. Are you God? Are you the Most High? Did you create me? Are you paying my bills? Yeah, but I'm the reason you paying your bills. No, you think I'm going to put all my eggs in your basket? This video getting kind of long. I'm finna close it out and get started. I don't want to be out here too long working. Just want to get a little work in and go watch some football. They trying to mess that up with fake stuff. They trying to fake stuff. They trying to lock it up back out again. Yeah, I know what fake stuff I'm talking about. That irrelevant stuff that people who think they, once again, more important than the rest of us, are playing game. Y'all need to watch Squid Game. Squid Game reveals so much on so many different levels about how some people in the world think they have more of what this world has to offer. It's some deep stuff. But once again, just make sure you valuing yourself, valuing the Most High as the highest and the most, valuing yourself, and valuing those things what you know that you need to be pursuing. We all got our own brain. We all got our own brain. We all got a life of our own to live. So make the most out of it. And start getting rid of this, getting rid of that, getting rid of this person, getting rid of that person. Stop being around this person so much. You shouldn't have no selfish people in your life. If they selfish in ways that they shouldn't be, like if I can't call you, my car break down and I can't call you to come get me, I shouldn't be spending no time with you. None. If I can't, hey man, I get $10,000 tomorrow, man. But I gotta pay this $1,000 today. Think you can let me hold it? Oh, I ain't got it. But they got 10,000. Oh, I ain't got it. Now think of this, if you will. You get 10,000 tomorrow. You need 1,000 today. Let's say this is a fake scenario, but let's just say. They say, I don't got it, but they do have it. They just don't want to give it to you. These are the type that you need to stop dealing with. Hey man, I got this great business idea, man. I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna make me millions of dollars. It's gonna make me millions of dollars, man. The problem is, I got 5,000, but I need 7,000 to start it. You think you can help me out with that 2,000? Oh, I ain't got it. But they do have it, and you know they have it. These are the people you need to stop dealing with. Because they are either in competition with you, love to see you down, or something of that sort. And then people wonder why they don't get nowhere in life. Because you holding on to the wrong people. They might be, and some of them might be the right people for this person, but not for you. Man, my car broke down. I ain't got no money to fix it. I just paid my rent, this, that. You think you can help me out? My credit's shot. Think you can help me rent a car? Man, I ain't helping them rent no car. These the people you need to stop wasting time with. Cause this how it works in the universe and the spirit. When, let's say, remember how we learned positive and negative? My goodness, this video long. Let's say you have 1 positive, 6 negative. What is that? What's positive 1 plus negative 6? It's negative 5. So, in order for you, see, people don't know the basics of how they're supposed to be doing. In order for you to see positive, you got to get rid of them 5 negative. You got to get rid of them 5 negative. And they think you filed bankruptcy. You had a car accident. This bad thing happened. That bad thing happened. So they becoming negative. They're negative now. They believe that stuff ain't gonna never get better. You got bad luck. Stuff gonna always happen. Them the ones you need to get rid of. You need to, like a person like that needs people who gon', man, all that stuff happened for a reason. It's gonna build character. Just keep going. Them the type you need. Matter of fact, here you go right here. I know you probably couldn't pay your bills because you couldn't work. You got injured in that. Here you go right here. I'm going to help you out. Don't worry about it. Because they know in their mind, they know how the law of reciprocity works. Anybody who don't understand how karma, sowing and reaping works is a negative. Matter of fact, here you go right here. Them the type you need. Them the type you need. Me being a preacher, I need people who are in their own house doing research. When they come back, yep, and you know, you right about that. And I learned this right here too. This. So now y'all both learning. Y'all both getting better. Y'all both getting wiser. Not, man, my grandmother didn't teach me none of that. I don't believe in that. That's negative. Get rid of that person. Get rid of that person. You ain't going nowhere with them. There's somebody, hey, Prophet Howard, you know, the church is looking kind of messy, man. You know, I work a lot, but I can clean it up for you at least here and there. Oh yeah, brother, that's good. Yeah, if you could help me out like that, that'd be great. Not, man, he be talking this stuff. Oh, he got crazy, man. He weird. And then they right there, listening every time. If you don't believe in what somebody's saying, what do you think I'm watching the people who I've heard and I don't agree with? Or let's say, if I don't agree with something somebody says, and I know the truth on something, and somebody say something differently, I'm not gonna waste time going back and forth with them. I'm just not watching them. I'm not gonna tune in. People have to learn these things. Oh, he got bad luck. Get rid of them. Oh, there's, you know, stuff happen to everybody. Keep them. See? That's how it works. That's how it works. Relationship-wise, you a man, you not around. Your girl, cleaning up, doing sit-ups on the treadmill. What should I cook today? Dealing with the kids, if y'all got any. You know what? I think I could do this, and this will help us. This her mind. You ain't around, remember? Nothing with other dudes. Nothing. That person deserves a chance. Deserve time. Deserve give. Flip side, you ain't around. Texting. Flirting. Deep down inside, flirting. They would do something if they knew they would get away with it or knew the person would accept it. Come around. Why he leave his shoes right there? Chris, get rid of them. Don't waste time. Get rid of them. You arguing. When you ain't around, other guys in their mind texting. Yeah, she's masturbing, but with you, she's sleepy. She's tired. She don't want to do it. All right, hurry up. Get rid of her. She cries, so what? Get rid of her. You got to meet with positivity. You got to meet with positivity. You got to value yourself. You got to make people respect you. You can't, well, let me rephrase that. You don't make them respect you. You demand respect from them. And if they choose still not to respect you, then how are you still dealing with them? Like it ain't no jobs out here. Like it ain't no other women out here. How are you still dealing with them? Like it ain't no other, like even mechanics. They won't fix your car. Why are you still going to them? Hairdressers. You got to complain about your hair all the time. Why are you still going to them? restaurants. This applies on any way you're not valuing yourself. You're not confident. You go in an interview, you should have no fears. You try to get with somebody, if they reject you, so what? You the cream of the crop. Go to somebody else. How are you trying to force somebody to accept you? That's low self-esteem. You're not valuing yourself. People be like, you should have kept that job. How the hell should I have kept a job with a bunch of people who think I'm a clown, don't respect me? And you can't always say, it's not everybody. But you ever notice how the people who don't feel this way about you, you never see them? You not working with them. You not dealing with them. It's always like, even when I was in Texas the first time, I'm moving back to Texas. Because really, Texas, this is some of the stuff I'm telling you about I learned with the whole Texas thing. Texas, there was a lot of games being played. There was some negative stuff. But when you compare Milwaukee to Texas, it's like, clearly, I was more valued in Texas. Which means what? It means I could get further. There were some obstacles. I was supposed to hop over them obstacles and keep going. But when somebody values you, you gonna get somewhere. You trying to force. I can give you an example. And I swear to you, I'm closing after this. I told you I've been in corrections 13 years, right? Now, it was a lot of conflict when I was doing it down in Texas. But, and I did have to quit because it was a person that had a supervisor position that wasn't being dealt with for all the things that she was doing to people. So people was quitting, getting fired, quitting. So, it happens. But the supervisors that were over her never gave me a bad evaluation. Never, and just recently gave me a good reference. That whatever they said, it didn't interfere with me being rehired by the same agency. Flip side, Milwaukee. Worked there way longer, right? Same situation. Sometimes you can't escape stuff. You have a person there. Don't like the way I do things. Don't like the way I say things. This person got too much control. So, out of immaturity, looking for little ways to sting, like a little wasp, looking for little ways to sting. Everybody knows she trying to sting. Nobody doing anything. Bad eval. Everybody know how I perform my job time. Bad evals. And then the other people going along with it. They going along with it. So I'm like, okay, so what you basically telling me is the new people who still don't even know what they're doing are doing a better job than me? So in other words, you want me to become New Jack? You want me to be like them? No, that's none of it was about that. What it was about is you have to be somewhere where you value with positivity. Because here's what'll happen. It ain't gonna matter how much you make, you're not gonna get ahead. You're not gonna get ahead. But if over time, you dealing with people who value you, you gon' get ahead. Whether it's preaching, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, you're gonna get ahead. You're gonna start seeing that money pile up. You're gonna start seeing the sexual desire of the both of you. You could be old, it's still there. My grandparents, before they passed on, someone said, that they were still having relations in their 70s before my granddaddy got sick. I'm telling you, you gotta learn this rule. This is a golden rule. Value yourself and deal with the people who value you. Stop snapping people who won't respond. In fact, get them off of your stuff. Leave them on there like a week, 2 weeks, a month. Don't say nothing else to them, and then delete them. That's how you do that. And on that, I'm going to close. This is The Truth Man, talking about value and how you're supposed to value yourself and how you're supposed to deal only with people who see you as valuable. Keep tuning in. The channel is No Metrics, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And I know this video long. If you have to, break it up, come back, break it up, come back. Just make sure you like it. Just make sure you comment on it. Don't be haters, y'all. You see me as valuable, give me a like. Thanks for watching.